Hello students, welcome to the online lecture session of subject .NET Programming. Today's topic is Array in .NET. It is a part of Unit 1 which is Introduction to Microsoft .NET Framework and Basics of VB.NET. Objective of this video lecture is first, what is array? Then how to create array in VB.NET, single dimensional array, multi-dimensional array and dynamic array. Now start our session with what is array. Array stores a fixed size sequential collection of elements of the same data type. Whenever user want to store multiple elements with the same data type, then user has option to declare array. Array is a collection of variables of same data type known by same name. Here in this example, numbers is a array name. In bracket 0, 1, 2, 3 display array index. Numbers of 0 denote the first element and this is a last element. Now creating arrays in VB.NET. Declaration of array. In VB.NET, dim statement is used to declare a array. For example, here I declare number as integer array. So write dim number in bracket 5. 5 is a size of array as integer. Here 5 means number variable can store total 6 integer numbers. First integer number is stored at number of 0 index and the last number is stored at number of 5. So total 6 number is stored in this array variable. In second example, write dim name 20 as string. Name is an array name which can store a string. It can store total 21 string. Means first string is stored at name of 0 and last string is stored at name of 20. So total name variable can store 21 string data. Now in VB there are two types of array. First is fixed array which can store number of elements which is a fixed size. And second is dynamic array. Number of elements is not fixed size. Means user can resize it. User can change the size of array at any time. Now single dimensional array, one dimensional array. To declare a one-dimensional array, I have to write dim number of 2 as integer. So this statement declared number as a array name and 2 as a size of array. Integer is a data type. Now to assign the value of array, I write number of 0 equal to 11 means 11 is stored at the number of 0 location. This is my first element. Now number of 1 equal to 12 and number of 2 equal to 30. So in this example size is 2. So user can store total 3 elements. 0, first element is stored at 0 index and last element is stored at 2 index. Or this example can be written as dim number bracket as integer equal to all the values are assigned. All the values are written in this curly bracket separated by comma. Now second example, this is example of string data type. So here I write name 1 as string. So this name variable store total 2 strings. First is stored at the name of 0. So here I write name of 0 equal to hello, means hello is stored at first location, 0th location, name of 0. and second string is world, which is stored at name of 1. Or this example can be also written as dim name as string equal to. ToString is written in curly bracket separated by comma. Now multidimensional array. User can also create multidimensional array in VB.NET. Multidimensional array are also called rectangular array. So first of all, example of two-dimensional array. This example show the two-dimensional array of string variable. So here I write dim name, first dimension is 10, then comma 20 is the second dimension as string. So this name variable store total 11 strings, means string data, total 11 string data, and each string can contains 21 characters, maximum 21 characters. So first my name is stored at name of 0 location and last name is stored at name of 10. So total name is 11 and each name contains maximum 21 characters. Now second example is three-dimensional array of integer variables. So here I write dim array name as a 3 display, then in bracket write 3 dimensions separated by comma, this is a size of array, as integer. So this statement creates three-dimensional array with the size 10, 20 and 30. Now dynamic array. Dynamic arrays are arrays that can be dimension and redimension as per the need of the program. So using the dynamic array, user can resize the array. To declare a dynamic array, redeem statement is used. Redeem is a keyword. Now syntax of a dynamic array is redeem, then in bracket preserve, then array name, then subscripts, means the size of array. Here preserve is a optional because it is written in bracket. Preserve, the meaning of preserve keyword is it helps to preserve the data in an existing array when you resize it. If a user do not want to write the preserve, then it can also ignore it. So whenever user do not write the preserve, then array remove its previous data. Second is array name. It is the name of the array to be redimensioned, and subscript specify the new dimension, means the new size of the array. Now let us see the one practical using console application. In this console application, create one module with the name of array. Then in this module, here I write first of all dim create one array with the name of A, then size of array. Suppose here I write 2 as integer. Then after declare one variable I as integer. Then here I assign the value to the variable A. So A of 0 equal to 11, then A of 1 equal to 12. Then after A of 2 equal to 13. Now after assigning the value to the array, print all the elements of array A. So I have to use for loop. Here I write for I is a variable, counter variable, start from the variable 0, so value 0, then after 0, 2, I have to continue loop for the 3 elements. So here I write 2. So first loop is continue for 0, then 1, then 2. Now inside the for loop, I write console dot write line in bracket, write the array name with the subscript I. Now next, to print the output, I write console dot read key. This example store 3 elements in array, then after it prints the array elements on the screen. Now run the practical. This screen gives the output 11, 12, 13. Now next example. Suppose user want to resize the array name A. So after assigning the value to the array, then after user have to write redeem statement. Then if the user want the previous value, user wants to store the previous value, then user have to write preserve, then array name with the new size. Suppose I increase the array size with 2 more elements. So here I write suppose 4. Now after redeem, assign the value to the array. So here A of 3 equal to, for example, 14. Then A of 4 equal to 15. Now here I have to change the range of variable I for looping. So here I write 0 to 4 because I want to continue to print the array elements for 5 index. So 4 index. So I have to write 0 to 4. Now run the practical. So this gives the value 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Here I write preserve. So it preserves previous value and it gives the 11, 12, 13. But if I erase, I remove the preserves keyword from here. Then the output will change because it preserve keyword store the previous value, but here all the previous value are erased and it prints 0 as a preserve value as a previous value, and it only store 2 elements 14 and 15 at the location A of 3 and A of 4. Now run the output. So here we can see first 3 elements means the array of A of 0, then A of 1 and A of 2. A of 0, A of 1 and A of 2. Prints the 0, 0. Then store new elements 14 and 15. So it prints only 2 elements. Now suppose I just want to print string data. Then suppose I want to display name 1 as string. Now assign the value to the array. Suppose name of 0 equal to hello, first string, then second string is name of 1 equal to world. Now here change 0 to 1. Then here change the array name as name. Now run the output. So it gives hello and world. Now switch over to the PPT. I hope you enjoyed this video lecture session. Thank you.